absolutely nuts. Would you bring your car in here? Part 2 of our trip into the Victorian High Country. Welcome, and in this episode, we take you along the Valencia Creek track. After a hearty breakfast, and a must-have for us, we love our Breville's while we're camping. Right, all that low-range work and the big drive down, towing the van. Let's check for any oil usage. I don't expect it to. It hasn't done it for a while. Okay, we're down about 2 or 3 mil off the full. So we'll top that up, but you know, it's still running this motor in. So the plan, we've changed the plan a little bit. We were going to travel 65 k's to do the blue rag run. So we thought while it's cloudy and it's supposed to be nice blue skies tomorrow for that particular run, we thought we might head back south and go and visit Valencia Creek. There's a track, and apparently this section has 8 crossings of that Valencia Creek. So you saw in part 1 of this trip that we had a bit of a bend in that top leaf. So while this series is still on YouTube, we're back home, and we're so lucky to pick up Terrain Tamer as a sponsor for this year. So our collaboration with Terrain Tamer begins right here. We're going to kit out the 1GD79 with their full suspension kit, the parabolic springs, the Terrain Tamer shocks and coils. We've got the 2 types of bushes to choose from. We've got shackles, we've got fixed pins, U-bolts. Full install video, measurements before and after, on and off-road testing, towing. It's all coming soon. Back to the high country. We start this day trip at 6 degrees. Quite cool.
Hello.
Morning. It was actually a fair hike to get to the start of the track, having to do 2 or 3 other major tracks to get across to that side. So Chelle, as you saw in the last couple of videos, on the Victorian High Country one, she got to drive a lot of Billy Goat Bluff. And then the trip we did into Tamworth, she drove her 300. So something different here. She's driving her sister Tyona's Tesla. Let's have a hear of what she has to say.
Ooh, see, it's got this funny pullback on the brake. When you stop accelerating, it just stops itself. So I don't have to touch the brake. And what does that do, Tyler?
It's called regenerative braking. So if you take your foot off the accelerator, the car slows down and it puts the power back into the battery.
There you go. Charges the battery back up. It's not about the sun. Indicator, no indicator, no indicator.
So just for everybody's information, the indicators are on the other side, like a European car. Shell hasn't worked that out yet. I still have my moments too.
Do you?
Yes.
Really?
So kids, what do you like about the Tesla?
Games.
Do you know why they have the games? Because if you're charging your car, you need to do something.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Yeah, it's got Netflix as well.
So I have to say that when you take your foot off the accelerator and it automatically brakes, I find that that makes my tummy go, But I think it's just a matter of getting used to it and not taking your foot off so much, where normally a normal car you can take your foot off a bit and it just rolls, where this one, as soon as you take it off, it brakes you.
It's because it's your first/second time driving, but once you get used to driving it, like within a couple of days, you realise that how much pressure you can apply to the accelerator, and so you don't get as much movement.
So when you take your foot off the accelerator, does that mean your lights come on as if you're braking?
Correct.
I do.
Yeah. And do you like this?
It's raining.
No, the camera. You can move it down there. But do you like that the camera shows you the side of the car when you're turning? If you turn off...
I know what you're saying, but...
Just gives you a bit more clarity on what's happening on the side of the car.
I like the good old-fashioned, just turn my head quickly to the side. But I'm not used to it, right? It's like getting used to everything. This is amazing though, seeing the cars go across the front, even way over on the other side. Somehow it's picking up those cars that are crossing on the other side of these lights, which is, you know, quite a fair distance in front, like the bus just went past. That's pretty cool.
It picks up cones, picks up garbage
there's a
bins.
person walking down the street. There he is.
Yeah.
Does it tell me the lights go green? I'm sure it does.
It will.
Lights are green and lights are green.
Actually picks up the other car with their brake lights
Oh, yeah.
and indicator as well. That was just
Amazing.
that's a new enhancement. It just came out, the latest upgrade. So one thing people don't realise is that Teslas get continual upgrades, just like your computer or your phone might get an upgrade. And with that, they improve features like what I just showed you with the car in front.
One light.
We can speed that up. It's coming down quite hard at the moment. Yeah, so any improvements, if something's not working 100% or they just want to improve something, they can just deliver to your car via an upgrade.
It feels nice on the road. The bumps aren't too bad. The suspension's nice. Can you change your suspension for depending on what road conditions you're on?
No.
Indicator? Left-hand side. Yeah, I actually don't think I like that because it's kind of distracting the camera. Now, watch this. We're going to go backwards. So we're going to push in and turn it up. No, it went up.
Up. There we go.
How do you know it's in reverse?
Look, the cameras.
Oh, I've got to look at the cameras. Oh, okay. There we go. There it goes.
And your mirrors turn down on the outside as well.
They're very small and they're, at the moment, very wet.
Yes.
Now I'm going to go down.
Down for drive.
Is that drive now?
Yep.
It says to fasten your seatbelt.
It's in neutral.
But
Yeah.
see, how do you know?
I think you're pressing it lightly, whereas you can press it
Oh,
down.
it's up here. That's where you should be telling me where it says what I'm in.
Yep.
Okay, don't hit that stick.
Fine.
And we made it, guys. We're home, so...
Back to the high country. Travelling over numerous ranges, it was quite pretty and spectacular. Just when we thought we'd hit the top of a mountain, it kept going up. We are so high. We set out today to cross rivers.
1,220 metres? I don't think so, Dan.
Oh, look at that.
Are you sure we went the right way?
No, well there was no right way, Millie. We had to make our own tracks to get to where we wanted to go from where we were camped. It is now 1:05.
What are you doing?
Making sure this works, look. Will we make it? Valencia Creek Track. We left camp. What time is it? Oh, it was
9:30,
Yeah,
9:40.
and we wanted to do the river crossings on this track.
I don't think you're going to make this turn, Dan.
And Chelle has outdone herself because from where we were camped, we had to basically cut through half of Victoria to get to this track. And I'm not sure how difficult it's going to be, but it was a cloudy morning, and the Blue Rag track we wanted to do it on a fine day. So we thought we'd do something different. We nearly turned around, didn't we? And just basically went back to Dargo Hotel, but nah, she stuck by it. Thank you, honey. And let's hope that the crossings aren't dry. So steep, the brakes aren't holding.
you know when it's bad? When I'm getting out of the car and walking down because I get scared. Oh man. So steep.
And wet. The kids were slip sliding away.
Were they?
Slip sliding away. Look at the size of that tree.
There's a few of them. They're so
I think we're
big.
coming down to the river.
So beautiful.
I can smell water.
Me too.
And I can see big boulders. First crossing.
You.
Is it what? Oh, lucky to be 2 centimeters deep. Beautiful though. How pretty. Well, then we go up.
Oh, it's really pretty. Look at the little waterfall.
Oh, look at this side. Look at that. If it was summer, the kids would be all over this. If we had time. All right, onward and upward.
So what do you think?
Well, there's 2 ways. I can either make the 79 look silly and do the hard line, or I'm going to try and straddle where that hole is,
Okay.
and hopefully don't fall in. Nicholas says hard line. Go to Kumo. Here's a second crossing. We have a huge noise in that rear end. Have we collapsed the spring? Can you take yourself back maybe 3-4 months? This car was new, and we went into Dua, remember? And we made everybody stop to trim back the trees. Are you listening? There's no trimming back the trees here, my lady. So that passenger door's going in to get fixed. We don't know how they're going to fix it, whether they're going to respray it or repair it, pull it out. But yeah, she's second hand now. I actually get more money for them when they're used. Like second hand, I've been doing okay. Yeah, eyes on the road. So last episode and last track for us.
Billy Goat Bluff.
Yeah, so you said we should have brought 300. What about on this track?
No.
No. No way. Look how narrow this is. Are we going to make it out of here alive?
No, it's only a good back scratch.
Oh, it's getting a good back scratch. Hopefully it opens up again. Tickle my tummy, tickle my tummy. But it's okay, Chelle, because when the 79 announces they're going to bring the 3.3 auto, like your car, this will be up for sale for all you lucky people that like it. Watch your road. Oh, mud. Is this the crossing? Is this the crossing? expensive. Alright, we're in our low range, both lockers, second gear start, and clutch.
Oh, it's tight.
Quick, get your hands in, the vines might take them. Is this a crossing? Oh, mud. This is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Would you bring your car in here? There's traction there, plenty of traction. Kumo's loving the traction.
I gotta say, it's more of a quad bike track than a car track.
Yeah. Having fun though.
You are?
Yeah, it's been a great day. We got to do some of the tracks that I don't think many people come to the high country to do. Giving this car a good run for its money, that's for sure. Oh yeah! Did you see the Rosella?
Oh.
She was beautiful. Never been off road.
Ah.
Oh.
Ouch.
They didn't say it was tight, they said you had to cross the creek. Still looking for a nice open area to have lunch.
Lunch at 2:30.
Yeah, we're having a late lunch today, buddy. This would be cool to do on the motorbikes. Oh, look at that. Alright, we got to be careful because we're only on baby tyres. We could diff out here. Never.
Massive spikes on it.
We're passing the baton here. That's a Mulberry again.
You heard it?
So much spikiness.
Oh, wait, Mills. Wait for this one. Just don't hold it, Mills. You got it, Mills? Let go, Bill.
Let go,
honey.
it's past.
Let
Let
go,
go.
let go, Mills. I got this one.
It's in the window. Well done, girls.
Let go, Mills.
It was
Careful.
not. Oh, not one scratch then.
Are you sure this is the road or is it a jungle?
This is the road, mate.
This is the jungle.
Going up now. Going up is good. Takes us away from the water. Maybe away from the tightness. Something's broken in that rear end for sure. Nice one. Got caught up for a second there on the tow bar. The rocky creek bottoms are always one of those crossings you never know if your dip's going to get stuck on it or not. So this looks like a good spot to have lunch. Yeah. Are you going to make it?
I need to hand when you get across.
I know. I'm filming you. I was like, that's skillful. That is driving the car across the river and then helping the photographer. So we come to the end of the trail and take it out of low range, and it's around 4 o'clock. Now this is probably the bad idea of having a base camp, because now we had probably a good hour and a half's travelling to get back to the Jayco. We collected a good amount of firewood on the run home. Again, not something that Chelle's 300 is capable of carrying. The fire's going, but there's nothing for me to cook on it tonight. The extractor's going in the Jayco. Let's find out what's happening in the engine room. Oh, that smells good. Mushrooms and red wine. What are we having?
Tommy! Carbonara.
Oh, yum. What a day. That was so cool.
Tommy!
I just got the fire going and a little bit of the light deflected back on the silver 79. And let me tell you, it's going to be fun when it's washed.
And Tommy!
Because there's some scratches on it. Oh dear. Alright, back to the fire. I'm just going to borrow this. A lot of campers coming down the hill from their day trips. We've got our fire going. And Chelle's amazing meal, look at that. Bacon carbonara. That's what we're calling it. Look at that, everybody. That's got to be a 79. So many cruisers here.
It shouldn't be called Victoria, it should be called Cruiser Country.
Yeah. Join us in the next episode of the Victorian High Country, where we take on the Blue Rag Track. Spectacular day we had weather-wise. Also too, in that upcoming episode, something you don't see every day, we're moving cattle on the main dirt road. I hope you enjoyed this one, and as always, thanks for watching.